Let's talk about how AI is learning to actually think. We're going to trace the evolution of AI reasoning, going from these simple, kind of fragile chains of thought to these really complex branching trees that let these models explore, evaluate, and, get this, actually correct their own mistakes.
All right, here's what we're covering today. First up, we're going to dig into the core problem that makes large language models, or LLMs, trip up on complex logic. Then we'll check out the first big hack to fix it, called chain of thought, and then its much more powerful successor, tree of thought. We'll pit them against each other to see the results, and finally, we'll get a little glimpse into what the future of AI reasoning looks like.
Okay, let's dive right in. Before we can get to the really cool solutions, we've got to understand the core problem, right? And it's this fundamental limitation baked into how these AI models even work.
You've seen it, I've seen it. LLMs can produce some incredible, fluent, creative text. It can feel like actual magic. But then, you've probably also seen them completely fail at a task that should be simple, like a basic math word problem. So what's going on? Well, it's not that they don't know the information. The flaw is in how they think.
Now, this is where it gets really fascinating, because this slide frames the whole thing using cognitive science. LLMs, by default, are stuck in System 1 thinking. It's fast, it's automatic, it's all based on gut feelings and pattern matching. But the tough problems, they require System 2, that's slow, deliberate, analytical brainpower. And out of the box, that's just not how these models are wired.
So here's the real kicker. They generate their answers one tiny piece at a time, one token, one word fragment, in a straight, unbending line. This means if it makes one little mistake early on, it's not just a mistake, it's a poison pill. That error gets carried forward, infecting every single step that comes after it, and the whole thing just snowballs into a wrong answer.
So that's the problem, and that brings us to the first really big breakthrough for solving it. A super simple but totally revolutionary idea called chain of thought.
Okay, so the big idea here is instead of just asking for the final answer, you tell the model, hey, show me your work. You make it think out loud. By forcing it to write out its reasoning step by step, you're actually turning a tricky logic puzzle into a language task. And that's something these models are amazing at.
And here's a perfect example of how that works. For a math problem, it's not just spitting out a number. It's saying, okay, first, I need to figure this part out. Then, I'll take that answer and use it to calculate the next part. It's building this logical ladder for itself, one step at a time, and that makes a huge difference in accuracy.
And wow, did it work. The results were just stunning. Take Google's Palm model. On this really tough math benchmark, its success rate shot up from less than 18% all the way to over 58% just by using chain of thought. That is a huge jump in performance, all from a simple tweak to the prompt. But, and this is a really critical point, we need to be clear about what's actually happening here. Researchers are pretty sure this isn't a true peek inside the AI's mind. They call it a post hoc rationalization. Basically, the model might already have an answer, and it's just building a believable story to justify it afterwards. It's not necessarily the actual path it took to get there. So, for all its power, chain of thought has a couple of big problems. First, it's what they call an emergent ability, meaning it really only works on the huge models. We're talking over 100 billion parameters. Smaller models just can't do it. And second, it is super brittle. Remember that straight line? One mistake anywhere in that chain and the whole thing just falls apart. There's no going back. So that brittleness, that fragility, that's the exact problem the next big idea in AI reasoning is designed to fix. So let's talk about the tree of thought framework. All right, so instead of that one single fragile chain, tree of thought, or TOTE, completely changes the game. It treats problem solving like a search. It lets the model explore a whole bunch of different reasoning paths at the same time, kind of like growing a tree with many different branches of possibilities.
And here's how it works in 4 main steps. First, you break the problem down. Then you have the LLM generate multiple potential next steps, not just one. And here's the really clever part. You use the same LLM to look at those options and rate how good they are. Finally, you have a search algorithm that uses those scores to decide which branch of the tree looks most promising and where to go next.
This whole setup gives the AI something it never had before, the power of self-correction. Because it's creating multiple options and then judging them, it can spot a bad idea, cut that branch off, and even go back up the tree to try a different path. That is the absolute game changer. The ability to realize you've made a mistake and try something else, that's totally impossible with a simple chain.
So, okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how much better is it really? Let's put these two head-to-head on some problems that are genuinely tough and need some real exploration.
Okay, look at this. For the game of 24, which is a math puzzle that needs you to try a ton of combinations, the difference is just wild. Chain of thought can barely solve it, like a 4% success rate. Even a fancier version only gets to 9%. But tree of thought, it nails it with a 74% success rate. I mean, it's not even a fair fight.
And it's the same story in a totally different area, mini crosswords. This is a really tricky problem with a lot of constraints. Tree of thought gets a 60% success rate at the word level, because it can try a word, see it doesn't work, and then backtrack. Chain of thought, it gets stuck right away and only manages about 15.5%.
Okay, but there's a catch. This incredible performance boost isn't free, not even close. It comes at a really steep price. Chain of thought is simple and cheap. It's usually just one request to the AI. Tree of thought, on the other hand, is super expensive computationally. We're talking hundreds of AI calls for just one problem, and it's way more complex to set up. You need extra code just to manage the whole search process.
And of course, this is tech, so the story never ends. Researchers are already pushing past trees to build things that are even more powerful and, importantly, more efficient.
So, there are two big trends to watch. First, people are building even more powerful structures. You've got things like graph of thought, which is this really cool idea that lets the AI actually merge different successful branches to create brand new solutions. And at the same time, there's this huge push for efficiency. You see methods like chain of draft, which are all about getting those awesome step-by-step results, but using way fewer resources, saving a ton of time and money.
And that leaves us with one final and kind of unsettling thought. As we teach these AIs to reason in more complex ways, we also open up new ways for them to be attacked. In fact, brand new research is showing that the very same step-by-step processes we build in for safety can be twisted and used against the model to make it bypass its own filters. It's a powerful reminder. As we build AIs that can think more like we do, we also have to deal with all the ways those thoughts can be manipulated.